Alrighty, merry-go-round is our map, and spawning in the top left-hand corner, up 3 games to 2 in this best of 9 show match. It is the red Zerg player from Team Liquid. It is Snute. And over in the top right-hand corner, representing Evil Geniuses, looking to, well, get himself back on top and pull the upset here in this show match. It is Evil Geniuses HuK.
So this is now a very interesting series. Of course, being in game number 6, there were some people who were saying that this series wouldn't even get to this game. It was going to be a 5-0. So already some people's bets, even if it's just with esports dollars, have gone down the drain. Probably worse than England's World Cup tournament so far. But enough about that. We're just sour because we just had to play a game in the World Cup, which was completely pointless. It's actually quite a good thing, believe it or not, that England didn't go further.
You think so?
It is, because it now means we can get back to normality in this country, because while the World Cup's on, nothing good can happen.
I guess that's one way to look at it. In this game right now, it's actually a little bit nice for HuK that his opponent, Snute's Overlord, is going to not scout in his direction here. So the first Overlord. The second one will. So we will find him just a little bit later. It doesn't look like HuK is going for anything too cheeky here. He's going with that gateway and then the gas, so it looks like a gateway expand, but still, it's nice for him to have that there. And Snute, again, 15 pool coming out.
Quite a standard response from Snute. This seems to be more his comfortable playstyle as opposed to anything else. Gonna get a little bit of a hatch block though, thanks to this probe, and this is one of the things that I hate most. I play a lot of Zerg, and probes wandering around at your natural base is just infuriating. Nearly as bad as an engineering bay block.
Yeah, and some really nice micro there from HuK as well to keep that probe around there for as long as he could. Finally getting it down here does Snute, but he's actually, I think he started the queen behind that beforehand. So he did accumulate quite a few minerals in order to finally get down that hatchery, but it's nothing that's going to be crazy here. It's just a nice kind of small victory for HuK, who is just now adding his 3rd probe into gas and should be taking his own Nexus with this probe coming back to his base.
So, Chrono Boost coming down on a Stalker for HuK here, so he's looking to really punish this Overlord coming in, and he has a good shot of actually getting it, depending on how much further forward it goes. It is still moving in. Okay, pulling away now should get to safety of that high ground. Very important that you get that. But, yeah, all in all, I'd say both of these two now progressing through their chosen build orders, pretty much unscathed or uninterrupted.
And getting the Stalker out before the Mothership Core is an interesting choice. And again, try not to read too much into it, but the Stalker is a unit that can be used to really prevent that denial of scouting from Overlords. Snute is going to see the timing of that second gas here, but it's going to be difficult for him to get any Overlords into the base, even just with that one Stalker here. HuK gets 2 more gateways to wall off at his front, and Snute goes for that very fast 3rd base behind this. This seems to be his kind of opener of choice, getting the gas a little bit later, getting the really fast 3rd base, droning up behind it, getting out some speed for his lings, and kind of moving forward from there. There's a lot of different ways he can go. So
with everything that HuK has going, this is going to be quite interesting to see how Snute decides to respond to it. Can't help but notice that Snute is yet to make a Roach Run. It would be quite a quick Roach Run if it was coming down now, but I don't think we're going to be seeing anyone, or any for a while, because Snute doesn't have any gas income. He's pulled all of his drones out of there. And that means that these additional gates that are now finishing up for HuK have the potential to be quite a pain.
Yeah, and I actually like this change, though, for Snute in his build order. He's gotten the gas a little bit earlier, which means that his speed is going to be done a little bit earlier. And I don't think that it's still in time just yet for these first links to have it, obviously, to thwart off this push, but it can help him possibly save this hatchery, as the Stalker's doing, well, a little bit of damage here, and there's still 40 or 35 seconds before speed is done, but if he can kind of pool up these lings and then swarm on out with them, there's a chance for him to hold this. But this is kind of one of those if it ain't broke, don't fix it builds for HuK. It's worked for him so well so far in the series.
And Snute has never had a great response to it either, so Snute is potentially guilty of not adapting to something that is now becoming quite a staple of HuK's play here. Pushing in, taking out these lings, Remember, there's still no Roach Warren. This is only Speedlings up against what is a predominantly Zealot-heavy composition. The Zealots now chasing down that Queen with the Mothership Core and Stalker. They will be able to successfully complete that kill. And now this third hatch, once more, is vulnerable to the aggression from HuK.
Yeah, and another Roach Warren coming down here from Snute. He lost another Queen in the main. He's down to 1 Queen on the entire map. With the second one, yeah, it was actually canceled there. So, well, again, this third base is going to fall. Lots of Lings coming out here, but there are 9 Zealots on the map. 11 now with 2 more warping in. This Roach Warren's trying to finish. Spinecrawler's trying to come down at the front, and Snute's in trouble again.
This is just a repeat of the last couple of games, and in credit to HuK, he is noticing a vulnerability in his opponent's play, and in somewhat a rigid playstyle from Snute, he's having to go for this. Drone's getting pulled as well, but there's so many Zealots here. Speedlings alone are not going to trade effectively against this army. Snute down to 8 army supply, losing drones now in a head-up fight. Is HuK about to stabilize this series to 3-3?
I would say he already has. There's the GG that comes out from Snute, and our show match, best of 9, seeming like it's got a great chance to go the distance as both players are tied up at 3 games apiece.